Hi guys, it's Hope. Today I am sharing with you some fall eyeshadow palettes. So these palettes, when I look at them, they kind of inspire me to be like all fallsy, give me that fall makeup vibe, and I don't know, I just love fall. It's like my favorite time of the year. Can you tell I got some decor? That still bothers me. I need to fix that. But I have a few palettes here, drugstore and high-end, that I think are great for the fall time. Without further ado, let's just hop right in and get started. A lot of these palettes actually, I wanted to do this video because I want to swatch stuff, and I have swatches on my arm, so don't mind that. But I started pulling palettes out, and I'm just feeling like I'm in the swatching mood today. So, first one I want to mention is the Colourpop Double Entendre. I called it Double Entendre, and I got made fun of in the comments. So, you guys, I've actually been pulling this palette out lately and using it, and I've been loving it. I used this like this past week. I think I'm going to do another everyday makeup drawer. I'll film one and it'll probably either go up like this week or next week, so it'll be about a month. I film them, but then I don't upload them right away, so it gets all mixed up. I'm done with tennis now, so I can start wearing a little more makeup to school because I don't feel like wearing, you know what I mean? I didn't feel like wearing like a full face of makeup when I was playing tennis. But anyway, doesn't even matter. So this is what the palette looks like. It's got some nice fall vibes here. It's got oranges, maroons, it's even got some dark colors, some shimmers. Like, it is just, that was a horrible swatch. These shadows are just so unbelievably pretty. Does that not give you fall vibes? And honestly, like, I'm not a person that really loves, I love warm tones, but I do love a good cool tone eye. Like today, I got a little bit of warmth, not really. I got a hint of it in the crease, just slightly, but otherwise, like, this is pretty cool tone, and I seriously love cool tones on my eyes, so they're like my favorite. And when I think of fall, I think of warm and cool tone. I think of like purples, I think of oranges, I think of, I mean, everything. Just browns even, just coppers. Oh, coppers. So this palette is super pretty. I really love it, and it's, honestly, I pulled it out this month and rediscovered it, and I'm so glad I did because I have been seriously loving it. And it's good quality too. Let's talk about our classic, the Modern Renaissance from Anastasia. I've had this palette for about 2 years now, and I like this palette. I haven't pulled it out as much recently because I've been trying other palettes, and this is just a classic. I think you guys are probably expecting this, but this is a very good palette. It does have like your pinks and your oranges and your reds and all of that. These are not my favorite shadows, surprisingly. Actually, you guys might, like, some people might be shocked to hear that, but some people love these, and I don't like their shimmers in this palette. They're like non-existent, if you know what I mean. Like, there's literally like no sheen to them. You can look at the metallics from the Colourpop, and then you get like the shimmers from the Modern Renaissance, and it's like nothing. And I know some people don't like intense shimmers, but if I'm gonna put a shimmer on my lid, I want to at least be able to see it. And I'm sorry, Modern Renaissance and Anastasia, but you can't see it. Yeah, but as you can tell, I really like warm taupe. I like golden ochre. Yeah, so this is a very pretty palette as well. You guys, another palette is the Profusion Siennas palette. I did do a get ready with me with my Profusion like products that they had sent on PR. Because I want to share with you guys their new products, and this is like, they have a chocolates one, a Siennas one, and a Pro Pigment. The chocolates is the darker browns, like a little bit of blue, green. This one's obviously straight warm tone fall vibes. And then they also have the Pro Pigment, which I have here. And the Pro Pigment is like the full-on pinks, purples, which this one can give you fall vibes too. I have to say that the Siennas is definitely fall vibes, 110%. You got your pinks, your reds, your oranges, your yellows. Oh my gosh, I've been so into yellow lately, like so pretty. Like, it's actually a pretty pigmented shade too. Their shadows are very nice. Are they my favorite shadow formula? No, not necessarily, but they are pigmented. They are very pretty. Their shimmers can be hit or miss. You hit a good shimmer, like, do you see that? Sorry, my swatches are bad. I can't really see what I'm doing. But when you get a good shimmer, like, holy crap. I really like this palette. The packaging is just so cool. We are going to talk about this. So this is the Lorac Pro Palette. Now, you might look at this and think, these are boring. But I actually do like Lorac's formula. It is very powdery, though. That's the only thing. It's pigmented, but wholly powder. by Holy Pigment. They do have some pretty shades. I just get a fall vibe when I look at this because I see the gold, I see the maroon, I see the warms. They are pretty. It's not an intense, it's a little bit more of a laid back fall vibe. I like it because the packaging is so small, it's easy to travel with, and it has like everything you need. It has matte shades on top, shimmers on the bottom. You can do a more like natural, you can throw in a pop of color. I really like this palette. A lot of people don't like this, or a lot of people don't ever talk about this, but I love this palette. You guys are gonna hate me. The Morphe and Jaclyn Hill palette. This is the Bling Boss one. This is full fall vibes for me too. I love purples, and I love like, she also has other ones too that like are the yellow one. They have the red. There's like a yellow and green, there's like a very warm tone, and there's a very vampy, like dark one. But this gives me fall vibes too, especially these colors. I'm trying to find a good place to swatch this. There we go. I don't know, I really like her shadows, and I think that the mattes are really good. I do like the original Jaclyn Hill palette a little bit better than this one. Whoops. I still think that this is a good palette, and I will definitely still be using this. Look at this purple shade. I haven't used that yet. I really need to, but I like that one. Along with the original Jaclyn Hill, you guys knew this was coming. Look at how dirty mine is. It's not even funny. Does this not scream like, this is just like the palette that you need, honestly. Like, I could take this anywhere. It's my go-to palette, and if you cover up like these 4 shades, there you go. It's literally just a warm tone palette, and then you get a couple pops of color. But I like it because it's warm tone, but then you also have a few pops of like cooler colors too, and you got some green in there. And I really like this green shade. This original palette is so good. If you are kind of like, I don't know if I want to try the new Vault collection, go for this. This is like the best. I like this one. I will always recommend this one, even over the Vault collection. I think this one's even better. Does this not scream like fall to you? It is so, oh shoot, I just got it on the back of the palette. But it is so pretty. I love it. And this is the old packaging. The new packaging has like a glossy layer on top so it doesn't get as dirty, but you know, I don't mind that it's dirty because then it just shows that I really love it. Or maybe I'm just a messy person, but yeah, I really like this palette. You guys don't pick up makeup wipes from TJ Maxx or Marshalls. I don't know what you're doing with your life, because you can buy a like pack of 60 for like $3.99. And I usually don't use makeup wipes to wipe my makeup off, but I use them to wipe swatches. Or baby wipes. I have baby wipes too that I really like to use for that. But Wet n Wild palette in Rosé in the Air. These little Wet n Wild palettes are really good. They're very pigmented. This one reminds me a lot of the Modern Renaissance. But like, look at those colors. Isn't that pretty? Okay, that shimmer looks more intense because I just wiped my hand with a wet makeup wipe. But if you wet it, it's fine. But this is a great palette. I think it blends really nicely. And it's $4.99. So definitely recommend that. And then the last one I want to talk about is this Profusion Mixed Metals. And I feel like this doesn't get talked about a lot. I don't think this is not my favorite palette of all time. I think the shadows are decent. They're pretty good. They smell delicious. It comes in that pack where it has like a eyeshadow primer and an eyeliner. I don't like the primer or the eyeliner, but this palette is somewhat decent. And I just thought I would mention if you were like eyeing it up. Some people don't want super intense shadows. I mean, those swatches look intense, but when you blend them out, they actually turn out really pretty. And I don't think that this is a bad palette at all. I did a story time video with my friend Bryn last November, I believe, and I used this palette, so I'll link the video down below if you'd like to see it in action. But there's like 3 different kinds, but this is like kind of like the more rose gold one. And can you, like this mirror, do you see this mirror? This is, oh, you see my coffee there? Second coffee of the day, you guys. I am so hyper, but this mirror is amazing. Like, why don't I use this more often? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Let me know your favorite eyeshadow palettes for the fall down in the comments. I would love to hear. If you have not subscribed to my channel, be sure to click that subscribe button. I'd love to have you stick around, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.